He blew the dust of Harry Houdini, who died on Halloween in St. Gracie's in Detroit, a roundhouse to the abdomen. He questioned other tricks or treats, the detonation of his gut, and had this old tree in Aleppo ever borne its fruit. The story about childhood is kind of about childhood, and it is based on a song. There's a song, I don't know, we were at an electronic Kelham festival, but there's a song by Van Morrison called Someone Stole the Highlights. I forget the name, someone may know it. This is, I come from Basel in Essex, grew up there. This is a poem about growing up in a new town state in the 1970s with an Erin family. It's for my family. I'm going to see it later today or tomorrow. It's called Donnie and Marie Stole the Highlights. In a new town hallway, opposite the cupboard, hid a menagerie of coats with secrets in their pockets. It's where our technology rested. Avocado in tone, a mutant of trill, it was the business headquarters of a family facing the final shrill of a dirty decade with the optimism of post-war spirits. My dad with his greyhound tips and buildings like Blackdown. My brother Joe hustling fake Donny Osmond autographs and me declaring love to Marie Smith of the fourth floor. We went to the cinema that night. Our lips chapped from all the kissing. She fed me right up with somebody else's luncheon vouchers. I sold them on to my friend Martin Piper for his rare panini stickers and the usual fee. But the next Saturday afternoon, my sister April handed me the phone, all sticky and wet from fairground honeycomb. I don't want to go out here anymore, Ralph. And my mum's coming to see yours. Some poems from the Hidden Music collection. This is a book called Recovery Songs that came out last year. And it's a kind of, it's done very well. It's a collection of poems around mental health and addiction and recovery and other things also, but lots of music in there as well. I was very ill for a while. I was incredibly ill. Not very well at the moment. But I was very ill a while ago, and I had to go to a rehab to sort myself out. And many people go to rehabs, which I've read about and you read about. They go to Iceland and dip themselves in the kind of water, or they go to Texas and very platinum. I went to Barnsley. And I was very unwell, and I got quite well then. I got better than I was. It's called Linwood House, it's in Barnsley. And this is for the people who may be struggling for addiction, who may be suffering from bad mental health, who are going through a time of an epidemic and people's mental health is not good. And we all need a little bit of recovery. It's called Linwood House. 2 stories high, overlooking the cars, the refuse bins on this given Sunday. We notice that the bare April branches are in need of some birdsong and blossom, that this gas-fire sunrise requires a Lionel Bart overture, the paperboy a blast of Wu-Tang Clan that he's wheeling. As for us, the so-called addicts edge through his window panes, where we deserve to be rubbed out and redrawn, with scarlet ribbons in our hair, boarding a trolley bus to take us all home again to our own Easter parade. It's a long poem, and it is about growing up again. It's a little bit similar to the Donny and Marie one, and there are song references in it. It's about love and heartbreak and growing up, and it's called We Will Be Men. There's lots of song references in this one. My love and I go fretting after the late summer sun, and into the dusk of the West Yorkshire towns, Morley, Horbury, Dewsbury. The night turns, but the warmth sticks. releases the musk of suburbia's dying roses. The windows are open, and once again I try to speak of the years that took their toll, of the boy born from the slabs of Essex, a long time ago. I was a middle child, being told by my dad of my uselessness, as I bumped into tables, the sideboard, the plates with breakfast baked beans. "You cunt," my dad would say. "Wipe it up." A slight of hand to the cheek, a busted flush to end the week. 12 years old, riding my life, risking my life for the time trial of the Sunday newspapers, sprinting across the Newtown Basman roundabouts, dodging the Ford Caprice to keep him in racing records. My mum in Embassy No. 1's, her racist outrage, how Cassius Clay wasn't really a black man. I could never do this task in less than 5 minutes, and as I returned breathless, heaving into the flatulent kitchen, he laughed and opened his back pages. "Next week, you flat-footed cunt." How he loved that word, goading me as I walked into the banister in shame, bruising my name on the way upstairs to listen in bed to God on the radio, Back's Bygraves, and how to grow a decent turnip. My love and I parked up for coffee at the M1 services at Woolly Edge. It's a different heat now, that of exhaust and fluorescent tubes. Good health doesn't live here, rats do, scattering into the bins, the burger boxes, the hateful cabs of truck drivers, gas on fumes. This is an awful place, and all I want to do is discuss more of my pain, my condition, how my dad made me eat a goose's egg, swallow it, you cunt. Popped my boils with a drawing pin. Sit still, you cunt. Pulled my teeth out with his fingers. Open wide, you cunt. And made me stand with a broken leg. Get up and walk, you cunt. But I'm stopped with the fervent touch and asked about joy and do I really want that muffin, and how there must be something beautiful in a boyhood. Anything. Anything. I breathe in the petrol, glance at the neon-lit truck cabs once more and hold on to it. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. And then exhale, smiling. Yes, it's there. I found one. If I could take a day. Just one day. It's Mrs. Stevens and I is trying hard to teach me verbs. We all know it's too hot today, too mean to answer back. The girls have undone their blouses and Martin Piper's got Paul. Bjorn is covering exercise books. England is beginning to dream. Soon the bell will ring. We will run crushing through the corridors into the torrid heat of 1976. David Price, Tony Wright and myself cycling to Portland, over the hills, far away from the estates, away from the numbers, on the road to Ian Duncan's. 2 chippers, a chopper, a bag of Godstoppers and penknives in our pockets. Shirts off, wheelies on, butterflies, ladybirds, a box of beaver, a screaming geezer, but we don't give a fuck. Tarmac melting, we'll sing. I've got a brand new combine harvester. Our legs are red, but we are kings. Trunks on, the newest stink, electric pylons, parents gone to the Sainsbury's, think we are playing chess. The swelter, the sky, the heartbeats. One day, we will be men. We swim in Duncan's pool, eat hot dogs until we joke, guzzle warnings until we puke, laugh and Righty follows through. We lay on the grass, talking of birds and how Jackie Lindsay will be my wife. Pricey says he's fingered her once, Duncan's fucked her twice. My fever turns to ice and I want to kill. I throw a punch from hysterics, loving this thrill, loving life, loving Price and Righty, loving even Duncan. My love and I above the heartlands around Enrico. A yellow moon rises, crowning the mast. The radio is switched off, and the only sound I'm reading now under these satellites, these histories. I wonder where they are, these boys. Did they grow safe? Did they grow bored? Did their promise fade under the adult weight of childhood? Like-minded. Is that all it was? That day? Your best day? Drunk and sunstroked, headaches and bellyached, we cycled back, writing Duncan and me. Duncan's even been sent to his room with the inch of his life. We are quieter now, thoughtful, lost, homeward bound. The day churns us as we pedal the hill. Righty begins to cry, his weight at hindrance. Nat's squeeze on his thigh. At the summit, we grab at our breath, decide to race down into the town. The last of the carriage will be a bender and take it up the aisles. We dip through the sunset, shouts of prams, call the girls slags and Man United as shit. And first, and second, and first again, I win, I win. The truck door swings open, a sweating fat man revealed. Come in, lads, do you fancy a ride? Come in, lads, it's cooler inside. Writing fits his penknife, pricey gobs of spit, and I say the word under my breath. We cycle home, tired, to the usual kind of heat. We call each other fuckers, three boys, dead on their feet. My love and I are boxing clever, outside the steps of my home, raining on me like a memory. I sleep alone, I sleep alone. I walk into the front door after writing and pricing. My dad sits at the table. I'm burnt, tired and angry. The day played out, but not yet. Hello, son, he says. Hello, you cunt, I say. Thank you very much. I've been Dartford.